Now, nowadays, we have a huge problem with dogs off the lead attacking our dogs on the lead, and a problem with dogs on the lead being allowed to come over and attack our dogs. And I'll say straight away, I have no problem with friendly dogs. I think friendly dogs are good. Even if you've got a reactive dog, welcome friendly dogs, but know how to stop them getting right to your dog, because they actually help you train your dogs.
There's a friendly dog.
Yeah. So if you're out with your reactive dog and a friendly dog comes running up, as long as you know how to stop it getting into your dog, that's great for training your dog not to react, because that dog's not going to be any problem to you if you can stop it. It's like a non-paid stooge for you. But we have a huge problem with aggressive dogs now, and owners that don't control them. And that's partly our society, and a lot to do with people getting unsuitable dogs for being pet dogs in built-up places. Now, if you've got prey-driven dogs that never get to let that DNA out, that becomes a frustration. It doesn't go away, that prey drive. You've got to be able to release it, and hardly anyone knows what to do. And they do, oh yeah, let's get this Ridgeback, let's get this Boxer, both hunting dogs, and all the crosses and all the other types, and then they have no idea how to look after one of those. So you have to be proactive. You cannot sit around anymore going, those people should control their dogs and moaning about them. You've got to be able to do it yourself. And I'm going to teach you how to stop any dog coming up to you, if you've got it in you to do it. I can't remember the last time any dog got through to any of my dogs. I do it every year, walking clients' dogs. But you've got to be able to do it yourself. And the main thing you'll need is courage. Now, if you're a lady, that's a very hard thing to bring up if you're a nice, soft, kind lady, or if you're an anxious lady. And if you've got your fur baby, you've got to think of that. If you want to call your dog fur baby, you've got to be a skin mum or furless mum and protect your fur baby. So at those times, you have to bring up that courage. And if you're a man, and there's too many men around now that have no balls, and if I'm offending you, that means you're one without the balls. But there's plenty out there with balls, and they know who I'm talking about. There seems to be generations of men now walking around with more makeup on than their ladies have got on. More worried about playing computers than standing up and being a protective male. So if your lady comes home and she said, the dog down the road's just attacked my dog, don't sit there and go, did it? That's terrible. Get up, get out there, be proactive and sort that dog out. That's your job. So the only way to get courage and get good at stopping dogs is to practice. Without the practice, you won't succeed. So I can teach you what to do, but if you don't have the courage, it'd be a waste of time. And if you don't practice a bit, it'll also be a waste of time. But everything I'm going to teach you is tried and tested by me. Not theory I've read in a book or I think it's going to be good. I've tested it. And there's a lot of good trainers out there, and bad ones, but there's a lot of good ones that I think are great trainers, give out information on this subject, and they give good advice, but they also give advice that's not going to work because they theorised and it sounds good. Well, I've practiced everything with my own dog, a big dog, who I trained to attack me on command, so I could practice all these things. So I'm going to teach you them when we go outside in a minute how to do it. So I think we'll get on with that now, unless you can think of anything else what I should be talking about, Margot. I'll just have a look at my quick notes. Can you, Margot? Or not?
No, have a look at your notes. I think what you've said's pretty clear so far.
Yeah. And there's a difference with, we're going to stop the kids coming up to us, and they're pretty simple, deal with them. A kid's coming up, don't let them get to your dog. Go, no, stop there. And you be firm, but be kind. Because you say, you have to ask first. And if your dog, you don't want your dog going near a child, that's fine. You say, no, you can't come near my dog, but you're teaching that child as well. So be nice about it and say, before you come up, ask me. And if you want your dog to greet them, say, you stand there and call the dog to you and let your dog go to them rather than they come to the dog. So your dog always knows you stop children and you've taught the child something. And if it's an adult, you say, no, you can't touch my dog, and be much firmer with an adult. So I'm teaching it not to jump over everyone. That's the easy answer. I'm training it not to jump on everyone it sees. So I have to stop you. And that's the easy way to do it. Whether they're rude as hell or anything by coming up to your dog, but be nice about it and then you won't get in the way. So, and most people go, oh, okay, and they stand there talking to you. So they're easy to deal with, kids and children, but you have to do it yourself. Just don't complain about it, be proactive and stop it.
I think one thing you have to deal with is not everyone's going to take it okay, not every parent, because no parent likes anybody else telling their child what to do. I had an example the other day. Little girl came running up to my dog. I said, no, sweetie, you can't touch the puppy. And the mother gave me the death stare and took a child away and said, not friendly, sweetie, meaning me, not the dog. So, you know, you have to ignore that shit.
Yeah, in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
You've taught that child a lesson. So you've done good in the world. Again, so that child's mother is useless.
Yes.
But you've done a good thing to that child. That child, remember, being spoke to, even though mum's saying, oh, you shouldn't do that to the child will remember, and the next one it goes to running up to, which might be some pit bull thing that's going to chew its face off, it might hesitate and look at the person first. So you've done good for the world. All right, we'll go outside now. So we'll have a bit of mucking around because we're carrying the camera around. Let's go outside and deal with stuff outside. I'll just get some energy drink first.
Your Ribena.
Fruit juice.
Whoops.
Fermented. Okay. We'll deal with the little dog first. Now this is little old Keely. I call her Princess. She's, 14, 15?
15.
15 years old. She's tiny, 4 kilo. Is that right?
Yep.
And if you go out for a dog like this, there are so many dogs that take one look and want to kill her. You have to be really on the ball when you've got a small dog like this. I'll just show you.
Don't trip me up, Mumper.
The only best way to protect your dog is to carry a stick or a staff. So the first thing, if you've got a little dog, get your dog in your arms. Now I'm right-handed. I've seen the dog coming, it's up in my arms. I'm going to use my stick to keep the dog away. So that dog has now got to concentrate and come to you. If your dog's down here, I'll let her go now. If she's down there, you can't get down quick enough to protect her. So Get her in, get your little dog in your arms. So we have Mumper now. Mumper loves me, this dog. Mumper.
She's slightly deaf, that's why. You got to remember that.
She's getting on. Okay. So we're going to have. Here's our little stooge dog. I'll first of all show you what not to do. Here's the dog coming to attack. Come there, dear Mum. Here's Mumper. Don't go, get away, get away. All that will do is leaving your dog and roll that dog up. Actually, that's our friendly dog. So it's no good going there. The first thing you've got to do is bring your dog in. This is the friendly dog, remember? You've got to get your dog right into you. So you've got to hold your staff pointed. And it's a friendly dog, so you just go, and it'll be wagging its tail, and you say, don't say anything. You can actually say one no, but most people end up going, no, no, no. You mustn't shout. Silent, more silent you are, the better it is. So. And then just stand there. And it's guaranteed that owner who's shouting, my dog's friendly, will then call their back or come and get their dog, because they can never call them back. So just be friendly back, but keep them at a distance. You don't have to go, yeah, to some poor little friendly dog. So get rid of a friendly one. That one's going to play with that way.
So explain why you wouldn't want a friendly dog to come and say hello to your dog.
I wouldn't want it coming straight in without permission. So here's friendly. I've stopped it, and then it's standing there, and then my dog's friendly too, because a lot of people haven't got friendly, but say my dog's acting friendly towards it, and then I go, all right, and I let them go together on a flat lead. So then it's learning, don't come rushing straight in, but I'm also teaching people to stop. They've got a reactive dog, they've got to get their reactive dog up close here. So they're in charge, and they're showing their dog that I'm in charge, I will protect you from all dogs. So that's why. So here's the, you see this a lot, nearly everyone. And I think this comes from the RSPCA, I don't know where it does. Take an umbrella. And then you let the umbrella up. Well, let's just see. Here's our aggressive dog coming. The only way this will work is if you poke it. Okay, so here's the non-advice, the advice that's no good. Is put the umbrella up, quick release one. Right, I've got a quick release umbrella. That dog's coming in. I've got dog or dogs in this hand. By the time I've done that, they're on my dogs fighting. But even if you've had time, I've tried and tested this out. I go like that, they go straight through. Any size, I've tried it with a big one and a small one. They go straight underneath or round. So it's an absolute waste of time opening up an umbrella. So, and then it's got in, say this dog's got into my dogs and fighting. I'm stuck, I have no weapons because I can't fight with this. So what I'm doing is, this is just a throwaway thing. So, by all means carry an umbrella, but don't try and open it. Use it for poking. Now look, if you've got an aggressive dog and they're at a distance, you might have put your stick and managed to stop them and they're at a distance. If you can find some gravel or stones, all dogs hate things being thrown at them. So you can throw them. If they bounce around them, that's one of the most effective ways to stop a charging dog. Or one that's stopped and trying to see an opening. You can carry cooking beads. in your pocket or marbles. And that really is, if you've got a bit of space and they've given you a bit of space, that is a sure way to stop just most dogs, if you can get that and throw things at them and get them to bounce around them. You don't have to hit the dog, but bounce around them. So if you're throwing a log, throw a log, they can see it coming. It's when these things bounce near them that they get frightened. And I've been doing that. First time I did that to see off a dog, I suppose I was about 6. So if you can do it at 6, you can do it as you're an adult. But we come to the, by far, the best method. Carry a stick, and you can even put a bit of red and white tape around the head. That's a warning in nature. So that dog coming in, I won't pull her any. Yes, I will. Come on, Mum. It's demonstration time. That dog can see the end then and come in. Now, here's another bit of misinformation. You'll see. They tell you, aim for its mouth. Believe me, you've got some charging cattle dog going up in 40 kilos, 50 kilos, dog coming for you, your dog, and you're trying, right, hit it in the mouth. It's not going to happen. You've got this big chest area, just into them as hard as you can, and that will stop any dog charging into you. As long as it's not just you, you've got to have the energy. You've got to, oh, I'll do it to the dog. Then you've got to hold your ground. Don't go, and that dog backs off. That dog backs off. Let's back this dog off. That dog's backed off now, looking for an opening. Don't go like that. Don't back off. Just stand your ground silently. You must get that dog's attention on you. It wants your dog. Once it's on you, then it's frightened. Doesn't matter what dog it is. Protection dogs that have been trained for protection. If you can get their attention on you and you've got a pointed stick at them, that dog will be worried about what you do. And the worst thing you can do, this is only any good for poking. As soon as you do that, look, yeah, by the time you've done that, it's in. All this, they will dodge around that. As I go like that, the dogs will come in. You have to hold it still and you have to poke. Dogs cannot avoid a poke. And that's my lady's stick. It's easy to carry. It's nice and lightweight, and you really do get used to carrying it. But then we go to, if you want to go to the big mama, the big daddy of sticks, this is my stick. And the reason I carry this is because I have a job standing still. I can walk around all day, but this one I can just lean on. It comes in handy, and it's very awkward to carry, but it's also good for stopping dogs that way and good for stopping dogs this way. Now, all these things are only ever good if you know you've practiced doing it, because if you just walk along with your stick and the first time a dog comes charging towards you, you'll be going, oh. So every time you come out, you're taking your dog for a walk, just stop in your garden and have a pretend dog there and go. And just hold that energy. Then it'll come naturally that you hold that silent energy, because as soon as you start going, hey, hey, you've lost it. They're coming to get you. You've got to stand your ground. And that dog has stopped. It's very hard to do. You've won the fight. Now you've got to win the battle. Once you stop that dog, the battle's not over. He isn't coming in, so just hold your ground. Don't be eager to go walking away. Just hold your ground. And then after a while, if he's still holding his ground, go tiny step forward. Just to let him know you can come forward, and then go very slow. If he makes a move towards you, you've got to hold your ground. And that's about it, really. But you've got to have the courage to do it. And it's about the stone throwing and the energy and the stick. It's the surefire way to stop any dog. Pit bulls as well. We stopped a pit bull with that stick, didn't we? Chucking little Keeley. We did. Okay, that'll do for now. Cheerio.